స్టార్ట్ చేయొచ్చు. లైవ్ స్టార్ట్ అయింది. అంజలి, you are in mute.
Good evening, my dear friends. Welcome to Patriji's Amruthotsavam, Sada Ananda Guru Utsavam. Welcome to 11th day of these celebrations, my dear masters. First, I would like to offer my immense gratitude to Dr. Brahmarshi Pitamaha Patriji and Swarnamala Patri ma'am for their wonderful services for the humankind. Today, our guest speaker is Dr. Malleswari Gelli. It is my pleasure to introduce her. She is an extraordinary master from Iowa. Along her journey, she encountered numerous adventures. Today, we are privileged to hear from her about her journey and the lessons she learned, the wisdom she gained through the practice of this beautiful meditation, my dear masters. Please join me in extending a warm welcome to Malleswari. The session is yours, my dear master.
So thank you. Thank you, Anjali, for your warm welcome. And my sincere and immense gratitude to Dr. Brahmarshi Pitamaha Patriji and Guru Mata Swarnamala Patriyama and Sadananda Guruji. And today I take another moment to pay my gratitude to my spiritual guru, so Anjali Konda. She introduced me to this journey. She is my sister-in-law. And before we became a family members, we got introduced to almost 25 years back in college. So where she was a senior to myself and my spouse. So now I was recollecting today, the universe has planned my soul mates way long back. Since then, we were friends. We share everything. Subject, you everything. So she's more than my husband sometimes. We share a lot the wisdom and the same time as the kids. So I'm taking this moment to thank Anjali for being in my life in every incidences and also in this spiritual journey. So coming to today's topic, adventures, Sahasam. I really connect to this topic. I'm so glad of listening to Patriji's version of what is Sahasam meaning. Because as a human being, taking this life form, coming to a planet Earth as a school of planet Earth, so that itself is an adventure. Because there are so many souls who have been waiting to take this life. So we all fortunate and got an opportunity to come to the school of Earth, to experiment, experience during our soul evolution. And also several masters or ancestors helped us, born in a specific family and surrounded by certain members. Because in this universe or the planet, we have so many human beings, but we are tightly connected with only a small number of people. So we chose. So after my spiritual journey started, I come to know that, so I'm the one who chose so and so persons would be coming in at certain stages in my life. So the adventure begins during our birth, meaning when we are entering into our mom's before we are entering into the mom's tummy, like several of the sperm cells were fighting and were chosen by the defense mechanism, and only one sperm get an opportunity to meet with an egg. That's how we are born. That said, so since even before birth onwards, the Sahasam started in our journey. As we grew up, depending on the certain situations, what we go through, but we do take part of some challenges or the Sahasams, adventures. But the thing is, after coming to introducing into the spirituality, we are realizing to see it's more and more noticeable. So in my life, I can say, like, before entering into this spiritual journey, so I have a polio to my right leg. And in US, like, driving the right leg is very essential. But being courageous, meaning like I switch around and then I use my left leg to operate both accelerator and brake for how long ever I can drive. So here and there we do adventures or the courageous moments in the life. So what Patriji says, like, those who doesn't fear for the society are come along or accept the flow and take one steps for doing bold things. So that is how, in generally, my nature, like, I don't stay calm at one place or one particular thing. I wanted to see what's next. So Patriji says that coming into the dhyana, life itself is an adventure, because a person like me who wanted to roam around, can't stay at one place, can't stop talking. It's dhyana. What this spiritual journey is giving me is like making my body sit, cross legs and clasp hands. And all five indriyas were also like coming down or shutting down together, and wandering, or the monkey mind is bringing it together. So that is a bigger sahasam. So getting into the starting of the meditation is a sahasam. Else, before entering into the spiritual journey, how everyone, including me, was spending the time during the weekends is like picking the phone. So there may be 100, 200 contacts. So randomly calling like long back friends or family members, chit-chatting and doing so much just for the time pass or the killing the time, even watching things on the television and looking for get-togethers. So this is all like for occupying the mind and like kind of oh, I was busy, meaning like my life is going smooth and happily, I'm surrounded by many people, I'm safe. But honestly speaking, after introducing the meditation, the life is shifted, meaning like I hardly call anybody. That said, like, I'm not doing it that voluntarily, I'm not avoiding. It is like I am spending more time with me, with the people around me, with the soulmates around me, listening to their experiences and not feeling like to do certain time pass. So eventually what I realized is many of the relations are going away naturally. So that is accepting that is an adventure or a sahasam. It's okay. And the next sahasam, Patriji says, like, okay, I'm doing meditation, I'm enjoying the bliss. and got the benefits out of it. So I got able to heal my 10 years suffering from the seasonal allergies. I came out of medication for that. And during COVID time, I had like my body was having like a patch of black marking. Those things were all gone. So it was like experimentation. I was bold enough to do the experiments because everywhere I'm seeing the Dhyanam Sarvaroga Nivarini. What does it mean really? And no doctor, no medicine. So how could I experiment it? So that is an adventure, like listening to, yes, there is a tremendous knowledge in PSSM, but rather than overwhelming, so go one point at a time, experiment it, experience it, and that gives like immense joy. So that is how I start experimenting and take my journey one step at a time and doing the Sahasam, meaning like I don't worry that if someone doesn't like talk back or any of those, like if we share the experiences or anything, because once we enter into the spiritual journey, that is the byproduct. Being courageous, being bold, being truthful. So that is a byproduct, naturally coming out of the comfort zone. Okay, I got all these benefits of doing meditation. And then the next bigger Sahasam is introducing it to many people, because the bliss and joy, what I have, should be shared. That could be first to be family members and beyond. So when I started meditation in 2020, I was eating non-vegetarian. And whenever I pretty much spend time for listening experiences. So people says like non-veg isn't good and those things. So I experimented it like while eating because I have that craving. Once a while here and there, I was having the craving. Since I was used to eat a lot from the childhood, so I couldn't quit right away. But slowly my body started rejecting it. And eventually my spouse, kids, my entire family of my in-laws, my co-sister, brother-in-law, everyone, because it was started with one person and then it extended. So entire family is vegetarians. So that is another Sahasam, you can say. Okay, now the bigger thing is the appreciating thing, what Patriji says, like Mahasahasam is teach meditation to others, spread the meditation, and spread vegetarianism. If any person become a vegetarian, that's because of you or because of your words. If you are able to motivate anybody, be a meditator or be a vegetarian, that is even bigger Sahasam. Okay, I was doing meditation in Iowa, only myself. So last year we attended Dhyana Mahachakram in Dallas. So that's I got some motivation while coming back that somehow next Dhyana Mahachakram, we are not going alone to DMC2 from Iowa. So something we needed to do. So we started doing some online classes and started in-person sessions. But one Sahasam Patriji says that everyone in PSSM to be a master. You be a master, make everyone be a master. So no guru knows no disciples here. Because we are practicing a simple Anapanasati meditation. So anyone can start teaching. it doesn't necessarily be years of practice. So whomever I introduce this, I encourage them to tell this to other people. Share your little experience. What did you notice in your body or in your regular life, or any kind of small change you observe? Please say that. So that's how we started and introduced. So now I'm happily say that we have at least 10 strong meditators from Iowa, and 5 or 6 of us will be coming to DMC too. So that is the place where I have been living in the US, that I have to contribute in Dhyana Prachar. So back home, what about the place where we are born and my spouse is born? After Dallas trip, and we got an opportunity to visit India. We attended Patriji Dhyana Mahayagam for 11 days in Kartal. So that was also we didn't plan, because Saket, my son, had tournaments until 18th December. So on 19th morning, we booked the ticket, and we flew directly from Chicago to Hyderabad, and we directly went to Kartal. So there was no plan. It just like happened. We stayed there 11 days while doing meditation in Shaktisthal. So my husband place is keep coming in. I'm feeling that place. I didn't know why. After we went home, okay, I thought like, okay, let me just like visit friends and relatives will be visiting, and I was saying about the meditation, but my inner is not accepting that it's not for one person or two persons. It is not enough. It has to be like for everybody in this place. So during Pongal time, and there was a celebration in the entire village, so they invited me that since we are available, so they asked me to come and share my life experience or my education, and how because since I'm the daughter-in-law of the village, so all the relatives wanted to introduce to kids, like encourage or motivate the kids for going to the higher studies. But as soon as I took the mic, they have given me 20 minutes. No word has come from about me. This is all about the meditation was coming. And I made them to sit for 10 minutes and close their eyes, and I guided. And I said, like, I have 11 days. 12th day is my flight. I have 11 days. I wanted to take the Dhyanam classes. I'm looking for a place. Because the almost entire village was gathered that day. And the people who arranged at the temple event, they came forward and said, like, this is such a good event that you are coming forward and thinking about the entire village, so you can use this place. And all the mic system is available, and everything was there. You can start from tomorrow, they said. Wow, wonderful. But I don't have any contacts in India Masters. Like the journey happened like suddenly. I didn't plan much. During Global Day in Kartal, one master, Sri Ramachandra Murthy sir, he heard a few words from Pari about me from the dais, and that sir came to the lunch area and said, like, ma'am, it's my pleasure to meet you. I wanted to have your phone number. Okay, likewise, we both exchanged. He said, like, I am in and around Guntur, like I used to teach meditation to a lot of schools and kids. Okay, in the late night, I got, okay, that's our number was there. In the morning, I called him, the very first call. He was like 10 plus hours far from my place. sir, I'm introducing meditation in our village. I don't have any master's contacts. Could you please share any? He said, like, madam, I will come. I will come tonight. I will start the meditation. I will start the sessions. And once I reach there, I will give you other master's number. I will arrange. I said, fine. The next day I called since it is a village and it's a cropping season, we wanted to have the meditation sessions like end of the day, 7 to 9. I told sir, like, it is evening, is it okay? He said, like, I'm fine, madam. And then by 4 o'clock or 5 o'clock, I was taking my phone to call sir that at least I could send a vehicle to Guntur to pick sir. But sir, he called me. He said, like, I'm in front of your home. I was surprised because he had to catch train, bus, auto, and even he asked ride two-wheeler. And then he was there in front of our house. I was so surprised, like, and sir came, but we weren't ready. It's only me, my spouse, and kids were helping. My in-laws weren't sure what we are doing. We excused, sir, it's not yet done. If you don't mind, is it okay? He said, like, fine, madam, you please carry on. I will just do the meditation. And then sir was doing meditation while we clean up the house and get things ready. And then he made calls to all other masters, all the PSSM presidents or PSSM lead people from Guntur district. And he made all those 11 days and he find a book on the table and then he filled all those dates for me. I was amazed. And from 3 years back, a couple different masters were asking one of the villager that you please gather 5 or 10 people. We will come and teach meditation in that village. For past 2 years, they have been reaching out to. They happen to be our neighbors. But that lady wasn't, able to gather those people and wasn't able to happening this. So this is all like aligned. Once we take a step forward, thinking about others or the community, the masters will all arrange everything. That's what I felt. And then that sir said, madam, anyways, you are starting here. It's good if you do the Shakahara rally. And my villagers were saying that now itself people are thinking that you are mad. You don't know what you are doing. You don't know what you are introducing. But within the 5th day or the 6th, 7th day, believe, it happened to be a Sunday because we wanted to include kids to be part of rally. At the same time, we want in the evening. So we called some of the masters who conduct rally, but they prefer to do in the morning. Some masters warned us that this is entirely a new village. They don't know even meditation. Right away, you are introducing, you wanted to do Shakahara rally. People will not at all do meditation. Then my husband told, it's okay. That is truth. Even it's okay. Patriji says, like, first you be a vegetarian, then be a meditator. It's okay. Whatever we introduce the truth. Quantity doesn't matter for us. The quality matters. So he took a step forward. And I shall do a big thank you to Anjali and my husband. They stood because my in-laws, they don't know what this is and what we are introducing. A big kudos to both of them. So we introduced the rally, but our thing is like evening. We want include kids on Sunday. Since the masters who are around us, they can do only in the mornings. But fortunately, Gandhi sir from Parchuru, he is like 5-6 hours away from us. So I got that Sri Ramachandramurthy sir called Gandhi sir and said like this is what is needed, and he introduced me and asked me to talk. I said, sir, it's a humble request. Could we do it in the evening? He said like, I'm fine, madam, anytime. I asked, sir, any arrangements do we need to do? He said like, I have a vehicle, I have all the pamphlets, I have all the banners, flexes, everything I'll bring. You just take care of your little arrangements over there, madam. So by 4 o'clock, none of our villagers were there, but 200 plus people outside of our village have come. And one boy, his name is Teja. He was a great meditator. He called me from Vijayawada that day, madam, I saw a flyer that Shakahara rally is happening in your village. So I wanted to join. Pleasure, be there. And that boy, he came and he managed all 30 plus kids. So the kids were in the front. And we did like flyers, we made flyers every day, and then we posted like shared in all the WhatsApp groups in and around Guntur. And surprisingly, our neighbor villagers, in those ladies, after work, end of the day, they quickly come home and they came to the classes every day until all those 11 days, because we initially started Ekadasha Dhyana Mahayagna because it is 11 days available. So happy seeing the neighbor village people were also coming. The very first day, there were like almost 200 people. And as day by day, all the masters were coming and saying like, be a vegetarian, and people, the count were reducing. We were fine. From day 3 onwards, we have started seeing people sharing their experiences. And we had a Paurnami, fortunately, and Pipala Prasad sir and his team from East Godavari, they came and they did the music music meditation. So we all know that Tali Godavari song, like if sir sings, everybody would dance. And the day, Anand Buddha and PMC channel, so they visited our village. And they were capturing all the photos. I didn't notice. And then later I saw Anand and I realized that I went, it was glad because things were happening. But my intention was very clear and pure that people have to do meditation here, be a vegetarians. And because of the rally, because of the vegetarian rally, the very first person who became a vegetarian is my sister. So my sister, so since I have been very engaged with this, arranging the events, everything, and she came to help me. She took over the kitchen and then she was taking care of kids, my in-laws and everybody. She was like taking care of everything, that she gave me all the time for this. This is like a Sahasam, Mahasahasam, meaning like if I take one step and the universe masters is all aligning. I don't know any of those masters. So one by one, they were coming and happily sharing this. And all those meditators, they became vegetarians. And 12th day, I am back to US. My husband fortunately happened to stay back in India. And then he continued the program for 41 days in a different places. It's like a kind of a neighborhood meditation type. Okay, we need one place, one meditation center. And there also, I have to thank Anjali and my husband and my brother-in-law to convince my father-in-law and mother-in-law to give our space for building Brindavan pyramid dhyana center in our village. So initially my father-in-law wasn't ready, but in his dream, Patriji has come and asked, are you doing meditation? How is your meditation? Do it. You can do it. So those are the words. The next morning, he happily shared, and then he has given the space. So now the center is there, and everyday meditation classes are happening. And within that short span of time, it's been almost 6+ months. So meditation is happening every day. And while returning, I had something like, oh, I didn't have much time to introduce meditation in my hometown, where I was born and grew up. And fortunately, after going back from the day my sister went from, after I took off from India, and from the very next day, she started initiating classes in our hometown too. And from that day, rain or shine, and she's not stopped meditation. It doesn't matter whether one person comes, 7 persons comes, and at least like all the people around her home are vegetarians and are meditators. And that day, the day when she walked a few steps in the Shakahara rally, because I've been telling her past 2 years, do meditation, be a vegetarian. She says like, okay, for you, I can sit and close my eyes, but I can't quit non-veg. Taking few steps in the Shakahara rally, she came and said like, I'm becoming vegetarian. It was the biggest, happiest thing for me. So Patriji says that whether anyone cooperates or not cooperates, without worrying that someone comments or do a bad talk, if you take steps forward, that is a bigger adventure. Because when we are doing the Shakahar rally, no one in the village was cooperating, meaning like they don't want to come and show the places where the vehicle can go. So what we did is like, I asked my mother-in-law to sit in the vehicle, the backside, and my husband was in the front. So to the extent what he remember, because it's been like 20 years that he wasn't gone the entire village. So he was going to the certain extent what he know, and he was coming back and asking my mother-in-law, what's the next street we can go? So that's how our rally happened, and meditation center is happened. And I call masters and send masters and arrange classes. And I also follow up with the people who are doing meditation, and I'm having wonderful experiences from them. Like one grandma, she was almost 80+ years. She was suffering from gastritis for so long. She has to be on pills, but it was a suffer for her. If she see the food, she was trembling that if she takes the food and it would be a problem. And she came to me after a few days. I wanted to tell you something. I stopped taking the medicine. I'm happy. And then I gave her the mic. Please share it in the mic so that everybody will listen. So from that moment, I asked everyone, please share any small little change you notice that motivates or help others. And from that moment, I have seen one auntie, she was post-COVID. She has a lot of asthma, and she every few steps, like she feels breathless. And now she's out of medication, and then she's happily was there. And one auntie was there insomnia for almost several years, and she came out of medication. So like when I'm hearing their experiences, I feel the bliss and joy. The one sahasopetamaina thing I can say, like when we are started the classes over there, so I asked, because that is a village and farming season, not everybody were able to attend the classes, but this Gnanam has to reach everybody. So we set up mics everywhere. entire village, so that those who are working at their homes and doing their chores after coming from fields, the gnanam is reaching to them. So one day, so they will also be a meditator. So like this, masters, if we think about something, if we take one step forward for others, so Vishwam will cooperate with us and can help us in any means. So my dream of like making dhyana or introducing dhyana in the place where I was born and raised, and where my spouse is born and raised, and the place where I've been staying in US. So we introduced and continuing, and still lot more to go. So with this, I shared some of my adventures at Sahasam. So can we go to meditation, friends? And if anyone have questions, maybe we can take after the meditation. Okay, my dear friends, let us all sit for meditation. As Patri Maharaj says, doing meditation is an adventure. Cross your legs, clasp your hands, close your eyes, request your mind to stay with your breath. Observe your normal and natural breath. Let's enjoy the Patriji's music and observe our breath.
Narayana, Hare Narayana, Sriman Narayana, Lakshmi Narayana.
Slowly come back to physical consciousness, my dear friends. Gently open your palms and keep on your eyes for 5 seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. Gently open your eyes, look at your palms. An immense gratitude and thanking all the masters physically and astrally joined us tonight. And thank you all for joining today.
Yeah, thank you, Malleswari. Thank you for the wonderful session, beautiful meditation. Yes, as you said, like every step of our journey is an adventure. When we choose to take birth on this earth is a big adventure. Yes, we are all adventurous souls, my dear masters. Congratulate yourself for choosing this beautiful path, because we know that, the adverse effects of this matrix on this earth. It takes number of lifetimes to find a way to go back home, to find this beautiful path of ascension. So I congratulate every one of us, my dear masters. Thank you, Malleswari, once again. Thank you, Sirisha, for playing beautiful music. Thank you, masters. Thank you for participating in this session. If you would like to share your experiences or you want to talk anything, please unmute yourself, masters.
Yeah, thank you, Malleswari. It's a wonderful wisdom. I know you have a lot of adventures to share, but because of the time limit, yeah, beautiful and amazing. You are such an inspiration for many. Thank you so much.
Yeah, because in PSSM we have plenty of masters. So we are all adventurous souls and courageous souls, and listening to experiences that gives us like that initiation for taking one step forward. So n number of meditators we have like so many masters. We can get inspired and move on in PSSM. So I spend a lot of time listening experiences.
I do same thing, 24 by 7.
Tamil I know, Tamil I know little bit, but still I listen Tamil PMC Tamil experiences too.
Wow.
Yeah, friends, if anyone would like to share either your experience of being Sahasam or have any Patriji's wisdom or anything, please share. Any point like we can reiterate together on behalf of Amruthotsavam and Anandotsavam. Okay, if not, thank you for giving me this wonderful opportunity, Sirisha and PMC USA.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you, masters. Thank you for joining today's session. Tomorrow, again, we have one more beautiful session with another master, Lavanya Kandipati. Please do join, masters. She is going to share her wisdom and beautiful talk on Annamacharya. Please do join, masters. Thank you.